Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha and this is Mind Your Money. I am going to be sharing with you who I am, why I started this channel, and what I use to budget my family's finances. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. My name is Tasha. I am married to a wonderful husband, and we have 3 beautiful boys, 11, 2, and 10 months. I have been budgeting our finances since October. Once my husband has always given me the reins, and I have to be very honest with you, I was not as focused as I should have been on what we bring in and how we're saving and all of that. I was a hot mess, you guys, and I am a novice at this. When I started in October, we had literally less than $50 in our savings account, and when I pulled all of our bank statements, I pulled my credit card statements, I pulled our bank statements to look at all of what we bring in every month. I realized we were spending, and mostly me, we're spending a lot of money on fast food and on non-essential items, either from Amazon or from Target, mostly Target. So I had to stop. Let me look at this carefully and let's see what we're doing. We had no savings and we were spending a lot on non-essential stuff. So this very functional, not very pretty, but monthly budget planner. It's from Soul Planners on Amazon. I really do appreciate this book because it helps our meal planning, to protect our money from being eaten up by McDonald's and Burger King. So these two together I started using in January of this year. Okay? And I still use this budget planner, and I keep this at home because in the front here it has our annual finance tracker. I can't show you this, but it has our bank accounts, our account numbers. I keep this at home in a secure place so that my husband can have access whenever he needs to see what's going on or pull an account number or whatever. You got this book. This came in a pack of 3. I gave one to a friend. I do weekly paycheck to paycheck budgeting or check-ins after I do my monthly. So this stays with me. It goes with me everywhere I go. The planner is by Creator and Cultivator. I really do like how this is set up. Came with a set of stickers in the front. I said, okay, that's cute. And then in January, I was so excited about this, y'all, that I filled out the entire year I think I did it in December. I filled out the whole year with every single month. I wrote every single bill on which date it was expected to come out. I even wrote in my savings as bills. So for example, if I wanted to save $5 on every Tuesday, I wrote which savings account that was going to every Tuesday. Of course, all of our pay dates and everything. And I used the highlighter method at first because I love my highlighters. This is what I use to basically keep our schedule and our family appointments here. And also I use the notes section on each side because it has spaces for each week. So I just write whatever my to-dos are, whatever my reminders are, my goals for the week in here, and I use this month to month. I haven't really used this in the last 2 months because during this pandemic kind of had to shift our budget a little bit, but this was my go-to along with this because I carry these with me and I keep this at home. Focus. Now I watch a lot of YouTubers, a lot of influencers such as The Organized Money. I love her channel. Her content is so extremely helpful. I said, you know what? I don't have a happy planner and I don't have all these stickers and I don't have all these things. I am not the kind of woman who just wants to buy all the things. I like them. I like the different planners. I like the disc bound. I like the, the binder and all of those things. But I needed to get on track first before I started using all the pretty things, because we can't have all the things and still be on track. But this year, I finally bought my Happy Planner. And this Happy Planner belongs to me. So I started using this in addition to what I'm already using to plan out my months, my schedule, my to-dos, what books I'm reading, and also my bills, my expenses. I include my savings as an expense because we pay tithes. We are tithers, so that is the first expense that comes out every time we receive income. But we don't just pay, the people we owe, like the light bill company and the gas company and the car insurance company. We pay ourselves. So our savings is a line item in our budget, and I also fill that in on the monthly spread. And then there is no section dedicated in this Happy Planner that's dedicated to budgeting or listing out, our expenses and income. But I do like to use the weekly spread to set reminders of what bills need to be paid and reminding me to meal plan and stuff like that, so I can manage our food budget. Our food budget is completely separate from our main budget, and I'll get into that another time. But this is my Happy Planner. I do like to use this. It says kindness is contagious, and that is just right up my alley, because we need to be kind to each other, especially now, and we need to be kind to ourselves, because when we're kind to ourselves, it just creates an open opportunity for others to be kind to us. Then my second, and I just basically wrote my to-dos here, and I also write video ideas that I came up with, and I usually just jot down quickly what the video will be about, and I start recording. And I've been doing that in here. I like the stickers. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. That's what my budgeting journey has been like so far. Sometimes I win and sometimes I learn. It's good to remind myself of that. I also use this to, jot down little notes, do little brain dumps here and there. And what I notice is that because the pages are vertical like this, if I just wrote a little smaller, I could actually fit in my expenses. And I pre-plan our monthly expenses here, because sometimes things change or we need to tweak things, especially now with the changes in in our household and just about every household across the globe. So I pre-planned my April budget here, and that video will be linked somewhere up here. I pre-planned, and then I would transfer, or I did transfer, all of the information once I finalized it into this big planner here, this big gorgeous thing. I used that. I have since upgraded though. I use my new Erin Condren Monthly Deluxe Planner, the binder. These were on sale recently. I literally, this was delivered early this week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday I got this, and I was so anxious to set it up. So of course January, February, March are blank because I just purchased this in April. But this is how I set it up, and I wasn't 100% sure on how to set this up, because again, this is my first time using this type of planner. I mean, you see what I started out with, but I decided to use this grid part here to list all of our expenses, even our sinking funds, our emergency savings, all of that. And then I wrote some notes to myself to remind myself what I want to accomplish in April. This section here is for monthly goals. Of course, birthdays are here. I just had one birthday this month. I'm not sure what this section is for. If you know, can you just, or what you could use it for, please comment down below. Of course, this is the monthly spread. So working from home during this pandemic, I just wrote in, the days and which times. I wrote in, just little reminders for myself. And of course, I did write in when bills are due and when pay, we expect income to reach our account. I used a couple stickers from the Happy Planner. I don't have a lot of stickers, but, as things get better, I may buy some more stickers. These I love. I like looking at the blank pages and then just coming up with some idea of how to use them. Now, I've been watching other YouTubers and influencers, and again, like I said, for several months, like months and months and months, but I still wasn't sure what to do with this. So I said, this is the perfect time to start doing my weekly check-ins here. So for April, last week, actually this is last week's paycheck, I just wrote in weekly check-in. I listed the income. Our income did recently change, so this is one income for the first week, and then all of our expenses, our sinking funds. We have no more credit card debt. I wrote down here my student loan balance because that's what we want to tackle, and then our savings balance is here. I usually do this in this You Got This book that I carry with me, but this is so pretty. I just like this. So I'm using this, and I'm just getting the feel for it. Again, trying to see what helps me and what I like and how I like to set it up. And of course, decorate it so that, it's nice to look at and it keeps me inspired. I love the, I guess you call this a dashboard. Don't give up. Great things take time. I'm using that to remind myself about my budget. It takes time, but we've come a long way, and I've come a long way as far as managing. So that is everything I use. Of course, I have my handy dandy calculator. It's not fancy. It's from Staples, but it works. When I press the buttons, when I add or subtract or multiply, it works. So it works for me. I did not show you guys my pens. I have this pouch that my husband actually gave me. This is where I keep all my highlighters. I have my purple pen, I have my black InkJoy pen, I have my pink pen, my green pen. It's just a lot of highlighters and pens that I keep inside here. And I use that to, fill in and, write down and highlight my information when I do my budget. So that is me. That is what I'm doing here. And I want to inspire other people. If you're not budgeting, you can start with a sheet of paper. I started on regular notebook paper. I mean, like I said, I was a hot mess before, but you can start. Wherever you start, it's important that you just start. Looking at all of your bank statements, checking on credit card statements if you have, looking at all of your debts. As hard as it is to look at those things, it's like you kind of want to close your eyes and shut it out of your mind, but you have to look at it. And once you start writing all of those things down, all of your income, all of your expenses, all of your debts, then you can see what you can save and how you can manage it and what you can cut even out of your spending. Because remember, I was overspending on food like a great deal. So when I start my budget now, income goes first, tithe is taken out next, savings after that, and then all of our expenses. And I budget week to week because we have income coming in every week. And that way, once I have my monthly budget written down and it's in my Happy Planner or my Erin Condren, every week I can revisit and say, okay, this is what we have coming in this week. These are the bills or the expenses we need to pay. And this is how our savings looks, and that keeps me accountable. And I'm hoping that you guys watching out there in YouTube land will also help keep me accountable. I am not going to share every detail about our financial makeup and our setup, but I am going to be open enough to say I am learning and growing, and hopefully this community will continue to grow, and we can do that together. So I appreciate you guys coming. Thank you for watching to the end. If you did, I hope I wasn't too long-winded. And remember, you guys, to mind your money, mind your success. Be blessed and be safe.